The following program is a Mathis Brothers color production. The Buck Owens Show with Buck Owens, the Buckaroos, and Kay Adams, playing and singing their great American music with our special guest, Tommy Collins. Now, here's the star of the show, Buck Owens.
My baby called me yesterday. Said she's coming back to stay. Got my baby, I nearly lost my mind. Well, I'm gonna have love one more time. I'm gonna have love one more time. All of my blues I'm gonna leave behind. Baby's coming back, well, everything is fine. And I'm gonna have love, love, love one more time. Well, I've been hurting since you've been gone. Well, I'm through hurting from now on. Gonna cling to my baby like a clinging vine. And I'm gonna have love one more time. I'm gonna have love one more time. All of my blues I'm gonna leave behind. Baby's coming back, well, everything's fine. And I'm gonna have love, love, love one more time. Yeah, I'm gonna have love, love, love one more time. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Buck Owens Show and to the Buck Owens Ranch. My name's Buck Owens, and these boys are the Buckaroos, and we're going to be here for the next half hour or so. Want to invite you to stay with us, sit back and relax, and let us sing to you, entertain you. Here's one of our very latest records, and goes like this. I got the hungries for your love, and I'm waiting in your welfare line. Well, I ain't got nothing but the shirt on my back and an old two-button suit. I walked out of my job about a week ago, and I'm sleeping in a telephone booth. But I'm gonna be the richest guy around the day you say you're mine. I got the hungries for your love, and I'm waiting in your welfare line. Well, when I first met you, baby, nearly made me wreck my old 49 Cadillac. I knew at a glance that it was you for me. Yeah, I had to have your love by head. I'm gonna follow you, baby, wherever you go. I got nothing to lose but my time. I got the hungries for your love, and I'm waiting in your welfare line. Well, you made me the top dog on your hill. I was overjoyed, but it didn't take long till the thrill was gone. I joined the ranks of the unemployed. Now I'm right back where that I started from, but that ain't gonna change my mind. I got the hungries for your love, and I'm waiting in your welfare line. Waiting in your welfare line. Give me a hand.
hand out, waiting in your welfare line. Mighty good, Buck. Hey, Buck, come down here a minute, would you please? You know, that's kind of a sound like an order, but actually I'm working for you, so I better be a little. Would you please come down?
A little bit more respect there, Foreman.
Right, right, Buck.
Bud, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
What's
hey,
on your mind today?
I wanted,
what have you been plowing, or what have you been
to
doing?
show you the well
and
and how good I'm doing on the fences and the ropes and everything, and also I wanted to get you to introduce this young lady that we're trying to get to be the cook around here.
Yeah, you know, we ought to get her to do that. Well, this young lady, Bud, her name is Kay Adams, and she records for the Tower People, and she's got a song out, several songs out, in fact. She's got a good one out. Why don't we have her? You got one in mind for her to do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, pick one out.
How about roll out the red carpet?
Let's have her do it.
I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. I'm gonna treat you like a VIP, like you ain't never known. I'm gonna have a brass band at the station. I'm gonna let them know at the United Nations. And I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. Well, I think I hear old 99 round in the bend, and I know it won't be long until you're in my arms again. I'm gonna love you, hug and kiss you. I'm gonna let you know how much I miss you. And I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. I'm gonna treat you like a VIP, like you ain't never known. I'm gonna have a brass band at the station. I'm gonna let them know at the United Nations. And I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. Well, I've worn out my best shoes, walking the floor, and I won't sleep a wink till you knock on my door. Yeah, I heard the word that you was coming, the clock on the wall just about stopped running, and I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home. I'm gonna treat you like a VIP, like you ain't never known. I'm gonna have a brass band at the station. I'm gonna let them know at the United Nations. And I'm gonna roll out the red carpet when you come home.
Oh, say, Kay, that's really good. That's one of Kay's very fine records. Say, right on with the show. Here's a young man that hails from the great state of Oklahoma, from Oklahoma City, with one of his very big hit records, an old friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tommy Collins.
I whistled at a pretty girl on a corner downtown. She saw me when I winked my eye, and then she turned around. She came and took me by the arm. I told her I didn't mean no harm. She said to me with a certain kind of scowl, if you don't mean it, then don't whistle. If you can't bite, don't growl. One night I left the wife at home and went out with the boys. I was acting like a Don Juan and making a lot of noise. A go-go girl called my hand. I said I can't, I'm a married man. She said if you ain't gonna steal, you better not prowl. Don't do-si-do with the go-go. If you can't bite, don't growl. I went home to the little wife and grabbed her at the door. I kissed her like a madman and let out a lion roar. I jumped down from the chandelier and beat my chest and said, come here. She said, if you can't hunt, you better not howl. But I'm a wampus kitty and a mean mama. If you can't bite, don't growl. I jumped down from the chandelier said, come here. She said, if you can't hunt, you better not howl. I'm a wampus kitty and a mean mama. If you can't bite, don't growl.
That's a mighty fine job. Well,
Terrific.
well, I'll tell you what, you know, you just do a fantastic job, too.
Thank you very much.
I'm pleased to be associated with the Buck Owens Ranch here.
But I brought some pies down. Nobody'd let me.
No pies? Nobody lets you get them out?
No.
Well, we're going to have to talk to the director and see about getting the pies and some coffee out here. Let's get on with the show right now. Buck Owens and all the Buckaroos doing one of the biggest songs of all times. Here's Buck Owens and all of them to do Together Again.
Together again. My tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now at an end. The key to my heart you hold in your hand, and nothing else matters now. We're together again. Together again. The gray skies are gone. You're back in my arms. Now where you belong. The love that I knew is living again, and nothing else matters now. We're together again, and nothing else matters now. We're together again.
Well, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'll be gone my way. Thank you, but no, thank you, not today. First thing is matrimony, next thing is alimony. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'm on my way. Well, I'm too young to get married, you see. There's too many places that I'd rather be. There's a lot of other fishes in the deep blue sea. So wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, that's not for me. Well, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'll be on my way. Thank you, but no, thank you, not today. First thing is matrimony, next thing is alimony. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'm on my way. Well, I'm not the kind of guy to buy a ring. I'm afraid of wedding bells and rice and things. I'm too restless, I'll never settle down. So wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'll see you around. Well, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'll be on my way. Thank you, but no, thank you, not today. First thing is matrimony, next thing is alimony.
you know, there's a lot of people always writing in and saying, we don't ever say much about the band. Let me take a second and introduce the band to you.
Good.
This young man that just sang is Don Rich. And over on the bass fiddle is Dashing Doyle Holly, another Oklahoma product. And then back on the drums is a young man from the great state of Texas, wonderful Willie Cantu. And then over on the steel guitar, tender Tom Brumley. If you just tuned in, my name is Buck Owens, and this is the Buck Owens Ranch and the Buck Owens Show. And speaking of Buck Owens and the Buckaroos, could we show you this? This is a book, a full-color picture here of myself and all the Buckaroos. And in this book, on the back, is another full-color picture, if you'd like to see it. In the book, there's words and pictures and music and etc. to all kinds of songs, some of the big songs we've had over a period of time. And if you'd like to have one, we would suggest to you write to Post Office Box 88 in Edison, California. And we'll be glad to send you one by return mail. You send $1 to Post Office Box 88 in Edison, California. You know, what is it? What's the matter with you?
Listen,
You're the foreman here.
I
What is
know,
it?
but
What's
I'm
wrong?
supposed to get the book. How come you're always handing it to him? Now, you guys cut out all this fooling around and sing it.
Okay. I know that
You've been fooling around all day right from the start. So I'll take back my ring and I'll take back my heart. And when you're tired of fooling around with 2 or 3, come on home and fool around with me.
I wasn't fooling around the day I said I do. Yeah, but many a night I wish that I'd been a fool too. I know it's foolish taking all this misery, but when it's you, a fool I'll always be. I know that
You've been fooling around on me right from the start. So I'll take back my ring and I'll take back my heart. And when you're tired of fooling around with 2 or 3, come on home and fool around with me.
I know that
You've been fooling around on me right from the start. So I'll take back my ring and I'll take back my heart. And when you're tired of fooling around with 2 or 3, come on home and fool around with me.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, here is one of our special guests who visits with us from time to time here on the Buck Owens Ranch and at the Buck Owens Ranch. Here is my good friend. Here is Tommy Collins from the great state of Oklahoma. Tommy, let her go. You gotta have a license.
In Brother Bill was a going a fishing down to the river one day. We had a can of worms, a willer pole, a big can of minnows, and a lot of sourdough. The fish was biting, we were gonna have fun. Then a big man come say, I'm a game warden, chase me and Brother Bill away. Said, take 'em out of sack and throw 'em all back. And the big man him do say, well, you gotta have a license. Yeah, you gotta have a license. I asked him why, the man replied, 'cause you got to have a license. Me drive 'em down open highway, pass 'em up a highway troll. But me go right along, not a no to a wrong. Trees that go by, and think I'm a fly, I'm a sing a little song and I have a lot of fun. Then a whistle blow and before I know, a big man roll my way. He pull 'em down and I hit of the ground, I'm a shaking so. Yeah, you gotta have a license. I asked him why, the man replied, 'cause you got to have a license. got a little gal, her name Emma Lou. She making me feel funny. Be loving that gal with a big lot of noise. She giving me kisses, she giving no joy. Me pretty young and a whole lot of fun. She telling me no, watching my step. She know I wanna be too gay. She said, don't I told you a lot of big time. And my little gal heard him say, well, we gotta have a license. Yeah, we gotta have a license. I asked her why. She replied, oh, you gotta have a license.
Folks, it comes time in our show, my favorite time, and this is one of my favorite songs. I wrote this song about my grandmother's old Bible. And she had an old Bible, and not too long ago I picked up my mother's old Bible. I was looking at it, and I sat down and wrote this song. Seems like when we get in trouble, or when somebody gets sick, or when there ain't no way to get no help no place else, then it seems like we turn to the Lord. This is a song written about an old Bible, and it's entitled simply, Dust on Mother's Bible. It goes like this. There's dust on Mother's Bible. Its pages worn with age, and though it's old and wrinkled, Mama's there on every page. The night the angels call her, Mama called me to her side, said, son, let this be your Bible. Said, son, let this be your guide. There's dust on Mother's Bible. Its pages worn with age, and though it's old and wrinkled, Mama's there on every page. Now, I picked up my mother's old Bible, and I heard Mama whisper softly, son, I'll meet you on the other side. I kissed my mother's old Bible, and I wiped away the dust. Oh, you never know until she's gone how you miss your mother's love.
Thank you, Buck. Mighty fine job, man. I'll tell you what, that gets me right here. I don't know about you folks, but that really fine job, Buck.
Thank you so much.
Tell them about next week.
Well, we'd like to invite you to all be watching for us because we're going to be your way. We want to say thank you so much to our special guest, Tommy Collins, also for Miss Kay Adams. Bye, everybody. See you next week. Come on, Kay.
On the Buck Owens Ranch.
Right.
This has been the Buck Owens Show with Buck Owens, the Buckaroos, and Kay Adams, featuring great American music.
By the way, how much am I paying you?
us next week at the same time for the Buck Owens Show. The following program is a Mathis Brothers color production. It's the Buck Owens Show with Buck Owens, the Buckaroos, and Kay Adams, playing and singing their great American music with our special guest, Tommy Collins, Dick Curlis, and the Blue Ridge Quartet. The star of the show, Buck Owens.
Open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my life begin. The sun's gonna shine, there'll be blue skies again when you open up your heart and let my love come in. I know you've been hurt by an old love affair, but darling, don't blame me, I wasn't even there. Your long, lonely nights I will bring to an end when you open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my life begin. The sun's gonna shine, there'll be blue skies again when you open up your heart and let my love come in. Someone before me has treated you like dirt. Someone before me has made your heart hurt. Your long, lonely nights I will bring to an end when you open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my life begin. The sun's gonna shine, there'll be blue skies again when you open up your heart and let my love come in. When you open up your heart and let my love come in.
Well, hello, I'm Bud Mathis, and welcome to the Buck Owens Show. Tommy Collins, Dick Curlis, the Baron of Country and Western Music, Kay Adams, and of course America's #1 Blue Ridge Quartet, and the #1 country and western singer in the United States today, Mr. Buck Owens and the Buckaroos, to do Trouble in Me.
Trouble and me, we're old buddies, you see. Stuck by him and he's a sticking by me. Goodbye, honey, be thankful you're free, and that you're not stuck with old trouble and me. Trouble and me, we keep a bumming around, picking them up and a laying them down. Officer, we're only passing through town, looking for something that we've never found. Trouble and me, we're old buddies, you see. I'm stuck by him and he's a sticking by me. Goodbye, honey, be thankful you're free, that you're not stuck with old trouble and me. Once I thought trouble had found someone else, came close to finding a place for myself. About that time he came back with a bound. Trouble and me had to find a new town. Trouble and me were old buddies, you see, stuck by him and he's a sticking with me. Well, goodbye, honey, be thankful you're free, that you're not stuck with old trouble and me. Hello, bud.
Great job. You guys sounding great as
Well,
usual. And
say.
now pay me again.
Yeah,
You said every
listen,
compliment I'll give you, you'd pay me.
Talking about paying you, when you're going to do the work for what I've already been doing for you. Been paying you every week.
You know, I'll tell you, Buck, you've been buying so many ranches, you tell the folks to come by the ranch and everything, but I was talking to Don Rich, and he said you just bought another ranch over here about the size of England. Where'd that happen at?
Well, you know that's Don.
So if you come by the ranch, be sure you get the right ranch, folks.
Listen, well, you go see if you can do something. Fix some fence or something.
I'll do it. I'll get it right.
Okay. But for goodness sakes, listen, speaking of people that we have on the show, we have a young lady that's with us today that we're very proud to have. She's a tremendous performer and a lovely young pretty thing, and we know you're going to like her. Here is Miss Kay Adams to sing one called A Little Pink Mac.
Everybody calls me the girl in the little pink Mac. The bumpers are chrome and so are the wheels and the stack. It's got polka dot curtains hanging in a sleeper of paint. Oh, smacks the dandy, some kind of truck they think. In my truck driving boots I stand about 5'3". But don't let the size fool you, man, I can take care of me. When you see a flash of pink go flying by, the next thing you know there's a tail light in your eye. Everybody wonders who drives such a rig like that. All the truckers are asking who's the gal in the little pink Mac. So don't mess around if you're looking for a race. To be wiped out by a girl would be a disgrace. 'Cause I cut my baby teeth on a set of spicer gears. I'm a gear swapping mama and I don't know the meaning of fear. Everybody wonders who drives such a rig like that. All the truckers are asking who's the gal in the little pink Mac. You got 'em wondering, Kay. All the truckers are asking who's the gal in the little pink Mac. Would you believe? All the truckers are asking who's the gal in the little pink Mac.
Say, boy, I'll tell you, Kay, that's just beautiful. We really did enjoy that. Always glad to have Kay stop by the ranch. She's almost a regular here. In fact, out on the road and a lot of her road shows, Kay's on the biggest part of them, and we're always very proud to have her. Speaking of people that we're proud to have,
Hi.
well, I must say that's different. Well, to tell the truth, we are very proud to have Don. You want to tell them what you've been doing, or you just want to pass that?
Well, I'd just as soon pass that if it's all
Listen,
right.
I want to tell you that I have I was noticing, well, we'll save this till a little bit later, but there's something I want to point out to you. I want you to pay particular attention to the show. We got
right.
some news. Something might be some news to you. The foreman and I are going to put it on in a little bit.
Okay,
and
I'll keep watching.
we want you to watch and get your 298 ready, okay?
Okay, uh-oh.
Hey, speaking of that, Don, here's one of the fine songs that you cut. Let's you do it. Why don't we do I'll Go Out of My Mind
Okay.
completely.
Good.
Ready?
got to keep me hurting all the time. And if you make me much bluer, I'll go out of my mind. I'll go out of my mind completely. It's true. If you don't start to love me the way that I love you, you've just got to keep me hurting all the time. And if you make me much bluer, I'll go out of my mind. And if you make me much bluer, I'll go out of my mind.
Say, in case you just tuned in, you're looking at the Buck Owens Show, and I'm Buck Owens, and we're glad to have you. And speaking of other things that we're glad about, we're very glad to have this young man right here. Tommy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Buck.
And, of course, this is not the first time that you've been here with us.
No, sir.
You've been here several times with us.
Right. Enjoy it every time.
Great, and we're always very proud to have you. We enjoy having you come along with your fine tunes.
Thank you.
Tommy, we know that you come from the Oklahoma City area, and I didn't know if you knew or not, but the show is shown in that area.
Yeah, I just heard that.
You just knew about that.
Mom and Dad can watch me.
Your mom and dad gets to see it. Let's do this next song for your mom and dad.
You betcha.
Can we? All right. Here's Tommy Collins to do A Man Gotta Do What a Man Gotta Do.
Adam and Eve were alone in the garden, no other human being there, just them two. Adam was a man and Eve was a woman, and a man gotta do what a man gotta do. Eve was a primping and a prissing and a purring, and Adam said, honey, you sweet thing, you. There's a lot of things that I ought to be a-doing, but a man gotta do what a man gotta do. Told her he ought to plow, ought to hold the garden now, ought to cut the barley in the south. Something made him hesitate and let the darn work wait. A man gotta do what a man gotta do. Adam took the pattern in the Garden of Eden. Now many years later it still holds true. Boy meets girl and they're gonna get together, 'cause a man gotta do what a man gotta do. Rich man, old man, young man, poor man, say what you will, but it still holds true. There might be things that they ought to be doing, but a man gotta do what a man gotta do. It's always been and it always will be, and I wouldn't change it if I could, would you? A man is a man and you just can't help it, and a man gotta do what a man gotta do. Yeah, a man gotta do what a man gotta do.
Thank you. That's Tommy Collins on the Buck Owens Show. Folks, I'll tell you what I'd like for all of you to pay close attention. I've got something real important to tell you. It's the picture book and song book here of the Buck Owens, Learning How to Pick the Guitar. Right, Buck?
Right, you are.
Say
Would you-
something.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was going to say that this is a 32-page book.
32
And it
pages.
has songs in it, places to put your fingers, and let's hold it up and so they can get a shot of it. Also, it's got a brand new picture there of the group and I right on there. You are. See?
Right. Now let me tell them a little bit
was
more
he gonna-
about it.
Oh well, I was going to tell
There's
Don
al-
Rich to pay particular attention. You might
Yeah.
learn something from the book.
There's also a 45 record that goes with this that Buck Owens does the talking on, explains how to pick the guitar, and the book and the pictures and everything is right here. And if you'd like to obtain one of these, send $2.98 to Post Office Box 88, Edison, California, and we'll see that you get one of them. I'll guarantee you it's worth the money. And
Yes, Tank. Don't you ever forget that either.
we got a cameraman having a little problem getting a shot. That's Post Office Box 88, Edison, California, and it includes the picture book, the 32-page picture book, and the 45 record with Buck telling you all about it. And if you miss a little bit of it, you can back it up and start it all over, and he'll tell you all about it again. And here is a sample of how you'll learn to play the guitar, because this is Mr. Buck Owens, America's #1 country and western artist, picking the guitar. What are you going to play, Buck? You didn't tell me.
Well, it's a little polka I wrote, and I call it Buck's Polka.
Buck's
and I
polka?
hope it comes out right.
Oh, I do it.
It goes like this.
Fantastic. That's the one and only Mr. Buck Owens and the Buckaroos. And I'll tell you, that's why that
Excuse me.
Sure thing, Buck. I was going to tell the folks that's why that Buck Owens is the #1, America's #1 country artist. He's such a nice guy, and on top of all that, he pays me for saying it.
Good old boy from back home.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We're awful glad you could come back. Come by again next month.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump on that pink horse and go over to the other ranch and let you call this next guy out. I think he's a baron or something, isn't he?
It's something like that. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great guy. And when I say great, I mean not only in talent, but he's great big, too. He's a good old big guy or a big old good guy, however you want to put it. We're awful proud to have him here on the show. Come on out here, Dick, and let's say hello. This is Mr. Dick Curlis. And Dick,
howdy again.
Awful glad to have you on the show.
Pleasure.
You've been by several times, too.
Yes, sure have.
We always, and speaking of coming by, could we take just a second before you sing your very fine hit song? Could we take just a second and invite all the people to come by the ranch anytime that you're anywhere near? We'd love to see you. Love to have you come by, say hello. We might even put you on a horse. The foreman, yes, have breakfast with us, have lunch. Do anytime that you're anywhere close, please feel free to come by. We'd love to have you. Isn't that right, Bud? Right. The foreman would be glad to show you around in case I'm not there. Of course, if I'm there, I want to be the one that shows you around. You understand that? I showed you around, didn't I?
Breakfast on a horse, that's different.
Breakfast on a horse. Not hardly. Ladies and gentlemen, a great talent and a great song, and here he is to do it for you. Here is Dick Curlis to do one called The Baron. Dick, go.
High in the sky, a war-torn France in the year of 17. There flew a brave young baron in a crimson flying machine. His cunning flight and flashing guns brought many to the ground, with the will of all the cockade boys to shoot the baron down. He flew a Fokker triplane, the terror of the skies, and hiding in the morning sun, he took 'em by surprise. The Spads and the Camels tried to bring him down in flames, but many met their death in trying to play the baron's game. The hunter and the hunted was the game he liked to play. He knew someday he'd meet his match, he knew someday he'd pay. Vickers' sights on the Maltese cross someday would have to fall. The hunter becomes the hunted and destiny to call. One April morn o'er Cappy town the baron seeked his prey. He hunted down a camel, was flown by Willie May. Then diving down from nowhere, there came young Roy Brown. He fired a burst so straight and true and brought the Baron down. And now the Baron's fallen, no more he roams the sky. But like his wish he met his fate, the hunter not to die. So written in the annals of men born to fly, the Baron died a hero's death in the battle of the sky. High in the sky of war-torn France in the year of 17, there flew a brave young baron in a crimson flying machine. His cunning flight and flashing guns brought many to the ground, with the will of all the cockade boys to shoot the baron down.
Folks, if you just tuned in the Buck Owens Show, you know that regulars here on the show that sings the hymn and some of the other fine songs and joins in with us any way that they can help are the Blue Ridge Quartet here from Spartan, South Carolina.
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Spartanburg, South Carolina. Well, I almost got it right anyway. I want to introduce you, if I may, to the leader of the gang, Elmo Fagg, and he's going to introduce the rest of them. We're real proud to have you. Y'all go right ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Buck. We're delighted to be on Buck's ranch again. You know, the foreman made us ride all the way in from town on a horse. We're a little sore. Let's get everybody introduced. I'd like for you to meet first our bass singer, Burl Streville. And next to him is our baritone, Bill Crow. And then Fred Daniel, our tenor. And then at the piano, the boy who works on every song and works hard is Kenny Gates. We have a spiritual that we're going to sing now that I hope you'll tap your toe to before we get through singing it. It's titled, Somebody Touched Me.
Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Must have been the hand of the Lord.
While I was praying,
Somebody touch me.
while I was praying,
Somebody touch me.
while I was praying,
Somebody touch me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Glory, glory, glory,
Thank you, man. That's the Blue Ridge Quartet. And most of all, we want to thank you folks for letting the Buck Owens Show come into your home and your living room. Thank Kay Adams and Tommy Collins, Dick Curlis, and the Blue Ridge Quartet, and, of course, America's #1 country and western entertainer, Buck Owens. That's all the time we got now. Be sure and tune us in again next week for the Buck Owens Show from the Buck Owens Ranch.
Right.
This has been the Buck Owens Show with Buck Owens, the Buckaroos, and Kay Adams, featuring great American music. Join us next week at the same time for the Buck Owens Show.